Have you ever carried a heavy secret that could save someone you care about, but speaking it out loud risks breaking the trust of those closest to you? That bitter taste of fear on your tongue, the cold touch of doubt in your chest, the sight of loyal eyes watching you with worry, like a leader in history standing before their people, knowing one word could change everything. Episode 2 of the most heretical Last Boss Queen, From Villainess to Savior Season 2, titled The Cruel Queen Speaks, aired on April 14, 2026, and streams on High Dive, with some platforms like Crunchyroll also mentioned in promotions. It continues directly from the first episode's introduction of Pride's engagement to Prince Leon, pulling her inner circle deeper into suspicion and loyalty as she fights to rewrite a tragic future. Imagine standing in the grand halls of the palace, the faint smell of flowers from the garden mixing with the tension in the air. Stale, Pride's adopted brother, digs to understand why she is suddenly engaged to Leon from the neighboring Anemone Kingdom. He finds Pride resting peacefully with her younger sister Tiara outside, which only heightens his doubts about Leon. Arthur, the loyal knight, struggles with his own growing feelings for Pride, while feeling uneasy about her behavior around her new fiancé. Pride then announces plans to visit the Anemone Kingdom, raising even more questions among her closest allies. In a key moment, she opens up and reveals part of her truth, her special foresight ability, and how she used it to warn Leon about dangers in his future. The group begins to understand her plan to protect him and bring peace between kingdoms. Meanwhile, Leon reflects on his past actions toward women and grapples with his role in the engagement, even as political pressures mount. The episode ends with quiet resolve mixed with lingering shadows, leaving you wondering how far Pride will go to change fate. This flows naturally from episode 1's focus on the engagement announcement and the weight of time running out as Pride turns 16. Where the season opener sets up the new stakes with Leon, this one shifts from quiet worry to active decisions. It advances the main story by strengthening bonds through honesty while testing them with secrets and jealousy. The pacing feels balanced, thoughtful conversations mix with emotional tension, never rushing but building a strong sense of urgency. No massive action twists, but a soft emotional cliffhanger in the hearts of her friends. Will they fully trust her path, or will old fears pull them apart? Some cloudy parts for viewers include why Pride seems so calm about the engagement or why her friends react with such strong suspicion. From the light novels by Tanichi, we know Pride carries memories of the original Otome game where she, as the Villainess, destroyed lives, including tormenting Leon and leading to her own downfall. Here, she uses her foresight, a power that lets her see tragic futures, to actively save him and prevent war between Frisia and Anemone. The anime shows her careful words without full explanations, but the source material clarifies her deeper motivation. True sacrifice means bearing the burden alone if needed, yet slowly learning to lean on others. Stale and Arthur's jealousy is not just teenage drama. It echoes their deep loyalty forged in Season 1, where Pride earned their devotion by treating them with genuine care instead of cruelty. No major plot twists yet, but the revelation scene clarifies her cruel reputation is now a tool for good, like a historical figure using a harsh mask to shield the innocent. Pride, voiced powerfully by Fairu's AI, shows impressive depth. Her voice carries calm authority mixed with hidden warmth. You hear the strength when she finally speaks her truth, like a queen in old tales choosing mercy over power. It reveals her hidden wound, the loneliness of knowing too much about everyone's pain. Stale, voiced by Koki Uchiyama in Season 2, and Arthur Junya Inoki, grow emotionally too. Stale's suspicion turns to quiet support, showing his growth from a guarded boy to a devoted protector. Arthur battles his feelings with honest struggle, his dialogue feeling consistent yet surprising in its vulnerability. Their choices, questioning yet choosing loyalty, feel transformative, reminding you of real-life moments when love and duty collide. The themes strike deep, the morality of using power and secrets for good, the sacrifice of carrying the world's weight to spare others, the tension between hope and despair in changing destiny. These play out in Pride's decision to speak, in her friend's worry, and in Leon's self-reflection. Power here is not domination but protection. Survival means rewriting your role from villain to savior. It makes you ask yourself, if you knew a loved one's painful future, would you stay silent to keep peace, or speak and risk everything? The world building enriches the story with political layers between kingdoms, adding rules of engagement, foresight powers, and royal duties. It complicates the universe nicely, turning simple romance into a high-stakes game of fate and peace. The script shines, sharp and impactful without feeling cliché. Lines carry real weight, foreshadowing future conflicts while resonating like quiet promises you replay in your mind long after the episode ends. On the technical side, OLM Team Yoshioka delivers solid, fluid animation. The art direction uses rich colors, deep royal tones for power, softer lights during vulnerable talks to heighten emotions. Lighting and shadows shadows create intimacy in quiet scenes and tension in suspicious moments. Stillness during Pride's revelation speaks volumes, while small movements build unease. The direction and cinematography, under director Norio Nida, use thoughtful camera angles and smooth editing to mirror inner conflicts. Close shots on faces pull you into their emotions. The soundtrack acts like a silent guardian. Haunting motifs rise during moments of doubt, elevating the drama, while powerful silence in key confessions hits harder than any crescendo. It burns into memory like an echo of a fateful decision. That I personally felt a strong mix of admiration and quiet worry watching this. The revelation scene sparked wonder, that collision of destinies where one girl's words could shift the path of kingdoms. It left a scar of reflection. How often do we hide our truths out of fear, even when speaking could heal? You will feel it too, the pull of loyalty, the ache of unspoken love, the hope that one voice can change history. Some might say the pacing leans more toward talk than action, or that certain motivations feel layered and need time to unfold. But I see these as deliberate choices that match the story's heart, like a thoughtful novel building tension through character rather than spectacle. It trusts the audience to sit with the weight of choices, making later payoffs feel earned and powerful. In the end, Episode 2 succeeds strongly in its goals, deepening relationships while raising the emotional and political stakes. Its greatest strength is the heartfelt honesty amid secrets. Any small sense of slowness only highlights the beauty of its careful character work. So here is my question to you. If you knew you could save someone from a cruel fate but had to risk the trust of those who love you most, would you open your mouth and speak? Press play on this episode. Let Pride pull you into her world of royal duty, hidden powers, and fierce protection. Because once you hear the cruel queen speak her truth, turning away from her story might feel like ignoring your own chance to rewrite what matters most. The path to becoming a savior is never easy, and it is just beginning to unfold.